Welcome to the audio-visual guide on handling unit-level data of Annual Survey of Unincorporated Sector Enterprises, that is ASUs. Did you know that a significant portion of our economy operates outside the formal organized sector? These small shops, local manufacturers and service providers play a vital role in our economy, yet often go unnoticed in large-scale economic analysis. Let us explore ASUs in this presentation. ASUs is conducted by the Enterprise Survey Division under the National Statistics Office. The Enterprise Survey Division, or ENSD, has been entrusted to handle various surveys like Annual Survey of Industries, Annual Survey of Unincorporated Sector Enterprises, Forward-Looking Capital Expenditure Survey, along with their frame maintenance, sample selection, methodological studies, E-Sigma, etc. ASUs gives us crucial insights into the economic pulse of non-agricultural unincorporated enterprises in manufacturing, trade, and other service sectors. So what exactly does ASUs do? At its core, ASUs follows an establishment approach and captures the essential operational and economic characteristics from businesses that are not registered as corporations. Since April 2021, this survey is being conducted annually, helping policymakers, economists, and researchers understand this vital sector. Sector-wise, ASUs covers manufacturing, trade, and other service-based businesses covering entire India except some villages of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which are difficult to access. The various ownership of establishments covered under ASUs are proprietorship, partnership, excluding LLP, etc. The sectors that are outside the coverage of ASUs are agriculture, public administration, defense, construction sector, the manufacturing units already covered in the ASI, etc. As already mentioned, this survey follows an establishment-based approach, meaning it gathers data directly from the economic units about their operations. The NSO uses a multi-stage stratified sampling design to ensure accurate representation of the unincorporated sector. Here it is important to note that 18-second stage strata will be formed based on the type of activities, that is the NIC of the establishments that they are engaged in. Some of the important indicators of ASUs are establishment, workers, gross value added, emoluments, use of information and communication technology, etc. Now we come to the unit level data. In this presentation, we will understand how to download the unit level data of ASUs 2023-24 and use it to generate estimates of ASUs. To download the unit level data of ASUs, we first need to visit the website of Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation and then click upon the Microdata tab.
This will take us to an external website of the Microdata library.
Here we need to first log in order to be able to access the unit level data of ASUs. After successful logging into the portal of Microdata library, one has to click upon the enterprises surveys as encircled. This will take us to the list of year-wise data of Annual Survey of Unincorporated Sector Enterprises. On clicking upon ASUs 2023-24, the list of documents and other materials available under the Documentation tab appears. The NSS ASUs 2023-24 layout file and the text-to-csv.exe file needs to be downloaded in order to access the unit level data of ASUs 2023-24. Once the Get Microdata tab is clicked upon, we will have to download the file containing the ASUs unit level data for levels 01 to 16 as encircled. After extraction of unit level data, it needs to be kept in mind that the NSS ASUS layout file, text to csv.exe file and the other contents of the unit level data for levels 01 to 16 needs to be placed in a single folder. It is important to understand the creation of the 16 different levels of the unit level data. Data of 16 levels are given in separate .txt files. The layout file contains different items, the respective blocks, length, byte position, and variable names. As is highlighted, the FSU serial number, the segment number, the second state stratum number, and the sample establishment number together makes up our unique establishment ID or the primary key. Now once this text to csv.exe file as encircled is run, the conversion of .txt files to .csv files begin. After conversion is completed, the .csv files for all the levels will be generated in the working directory. Data users are advised to use caution while opening these CSV data files since Excel has a limit on the number of rows and the total number of records. Therefore, data users are advised to open these CSV files in Notepad as shown here on the screen. Now it is important to know that in the data files, the multiplier is used after multiplying it with 100. So in case of generation of any estimate, the multiplier is first divided by 100 and then it can be used for further estimation. As already discussed, there are different estimates that can be generated for ASUS. Through this tutorial, we will demonstrate a systematic approach to generating two vital estimates of ASUS 2023-24 data using the R software. In this session, we will generate the number of establishments and the number of workers both by sector and state using the same classification. Our analysis involves 3 unit level data sets and employs the dplyr package for data transformation and aggregation. Let us start by loading dplyr package. We then import 3 CSV files corresponding to our data set L01, L02 and L09 using the read.csv function. Each file here is read as a character data type in order to ensure consistency during the merging and transformation process. Next, we create a unique identifier, that is this EID as highlighted, which has already been discussed earlier by concatenating multiple key fields from each data set. This identifier is critical for merging our data sets seamlessly. In our next step, we integrate the item number 202B and L02 to L01. Now this merge operation performed on common key EID ensures that we have the requisite filter criterion for our subsequent analysis. We then extract the state code from the NSS region variable and then convert the multiplier into the numeric format. Now, this conversion into the numeric format is crucial to facilitate accurate arithmetic operations. We now move on to generating estimates for the number of establishments. We will compute 2 distinct summaries, one by sector and the other by state. Please note that we will exclude the rows where the item number 202B equals 68108, which is a 5-digit NIC, and this is as per the instructions from the ASUS 2023-24 README document. To generate the estimate of establishments by sector, we need to group the data by sector and aggregate the multiplier by a factor of crore. Next, to generate the estimate of establishments by state, the process is similar. However, here they need to group the data by state and aggregate the multiplier by a factor of 1000. For estimation number of establishments or workers with multiplication factor of 1 crore or 1000 respectively is not mandatory. For this tutorial, 1 crore and 1000 are used as multiplication factor. Estimates with or without any multiplication factor can also be used by the users.
The tables generated, that is the number of establishments by sector and by state, provide us with the overall view of the number of total establishments segmented by sector and state.
In this table, sector denoted by 1 represents the rural sector and 2 represents the urban sector. Similarly, this table gives us the total number of establishments state-wise. Next, we focus on computing the estimates for the number of workers. We work with the L09 dataset and ensure that the total number of workers as derived from the items 789 and the multiplier columns are correctly converted to the numeric data types. The subsequent procedure of estimating the number of workers at different levels of disaggregation is similar to that as shown in this demonstration. In summary, we have successfully leveraged our R-based data analysis strategy to generate detailed estimates for both establishments and workers by sector and state.
Now, in order to derive the annual estimates, gross value added from ASUS 2023-24, adjustments with respect to reference period need to be made based on whether the establishment is perennial, seasonal, or casual. The nature of operation can be identified from item number 216 of level 2, bearing the code 2 and 3 for seasonal and casual establishments respectively. For establishments with code 2 and 3, we need to check the entry made in item 217 with respect to the number of months operated in the last 365 days. And for perennial establishments, the value of the number of months of operation will be 12. To generate the annual GVA for market establishments, this is the formula that is used and the GVA is obtained from item 769 of block 7.1. The estimated GVA per market establishment can be derived from the formula given. So this is all about handling the unit level data of ASUS and using it to generate different estimates from ASUS 2023-24 unit level data. Thank you.